Okay, he's Mega here. Got the car in the garage. Had a nice little dinner, and it's about midnight now. I think I can knock this out. Um, Interesting thing is, I've never worked on the back of an all-wheel drive Eclipse before. Maybe I might have before, but this is the first time I've been working on the rear of the Galant VR4. So let's take a look at the suspension here. It's pretty cool. So there's that fuel coil over there, pretty cool. There's Mrs. Black Widow. This is the reason why I call this the Black Widow Galant VR4. There, she's hiding right there. Look at that big one. Don't mess with that. Okay. Yeah. So it's a little bit dirty back here. There's like I see that the spider has made its home back here, and all the leaves are sticking to it. It's kind of annoying. There's the gas tank where it's a gas tank that's leaking. Well, the hose that's leaking, and it's not leaking right now, but I have to change that hose at some point. Yeah. So here is the rear suspension of a Galant VR4. Pretty cool. I'd imagine it's probably similar to Galant GSX also. Actually, this car has a 3000 GT suspension. The power steering has been, the rear steering has been deleted. The 4-wheel steering has been deleted on this car. So there it is. So it's some pretty beefy hardware there. It's got a lot more stuff than a front-wheel drive car, that's for sure. So that's your drawback, man. To all-wheel drive, it's so much more extra weight to the car. But it's got a pretty beefy control arm there. I'd imagine, yeah, it looks like you can adjust the camera on the rear. It looks like. How would you adjust the toe, though? I wonder how you adjust the toe on this. There's a control arm right here. But I'd imagine that it would only make it go in and out like this. That would adjust the. Maybe it's not adjustable. It's probably not adjustable. That's what I'm thinking. So all right, let's get on it. So I'm not really sure how to work. Yeah, interesting thing. I don't know how to work on the rear suspension on these cars. The all-wheel drive or the 1Gs. Now the second gen has different brakes. This one has a parking brake and all that good stuff on it. So, alright, let's hop to it. You can see it's got interesting brake lines there. It's got 2 brake lines, but we won't have to take the calipers off, so they're pretty corroded though. Alright. Damn, all I can say is what the hell, dude. There's not a lot of room to work with these brakes. So the problem is, I got this one out. I was able to just get it out with a wrench, and let's get down here. As you can see there's not a whole lot of room to work with there. So one thing I can do is take this pin out and swing the caliper up, and then yeah, and then I'll have a lot of room to work with here. But right now, able to get this guy to fit. So it's a 14mm with like a little wobble extension on it. But it's in really good, so I'm gonna try to use it to do the breaker bar thing. Okay. Let's try this with the breaker bar now. Let's see. Fits in there pretty good. It's got the wobble extension. And I don't have enough play, so I gotta play this game of moving the there we go. Okay, there we go. Make sure we put some anti-seize on that. Okay, it should be loosened now. Might be able to hit it up with a regular ratchet. Okay. Whew. It's quite tight. I don't even know how I'm going to get a torque wrench in there. There's 1 volt. Make sure to get some anti-seize on that. Alright, cool deal. And lift the caliper out now. Got it off. It was kind of hard to wriggle it off of there, but I got it off. Just going to clean out some of this stuff hanging around here. One good thing to do is to put some anti-seize here so it doesn't stick to this. I noticed the new rotor that I got doesn't have the little hole, threaded hole to take the rotor out if it's stuck, but that's okay, I guess. So there it is. That's what's going on there. So that, and then some new pads. So I don't know what kind of pads are. These pads have a lot of meat on there. I kind of don't want to change them, but that's okay. Let's put some better pads in. Yeah, so that's the plan. Probably clean this up a little bit. Put some anti-seize on the hub here. Put some anti-seize on these. Oh, that's weird. This one. That one. Oh, here it is. I was like, where did that go? Where did that washer go? Huh? So, yeah, it's kind of a bitch to work with. There's not a whole lot of space to work with on the back here. I don't even know how to take the calipers out. So, what I might do is we'll just oh, we have to reset the caliper too. I don't know how to take. We'll figure out how to take it out. But we'll just get the rotor in there first. So that's, yeah, that's the old one. That's the new one. Looks like the old one. Looks like the new one's like kind of thinner. That's okay. And then we're gonna have to reset the piston. I don't think we're gonna. Yeah, we probably won't have to reset a whole lot. Those pads look like they're pretty new. But they're rear pads, you know, rear pads last longer than front pads. Alright, so there it is. That's pretty easy. So hopefully this won't take very long, maybe another hour or so. And then I'll bleed it a little bit, just a little bit, you know, just to get some pressure fluid. Right, so I wanted to note that the rotor goes this direction, because this one says R on it, as you can see there. So this is the right side of the car, so I'm just going to put it on there, like so. Bam, installed. Fits perfectly. Looks beautiful. Nice and black. Yeah, so it should be pretty much, it's a straight, you know, we're just swapping parts now. We're not putting modified parts in or changing calipers or anything like that. So what I might do is I may, well, I gotta take that pin out anyways. I may grease the pins on this. Alright, and we gotta grease the new pads. Alright, okay, there it is. So I haven't put the pads in yet. I just put the, I took one of the pads off and then I stuck the rotor in there so it wouldn't get stuck. And then, there it is. I scratched it up pretty good too. Yeah, it was it gets kind of hung up on this. I don't know why it looks bent like that. Is that normal? It gets hung up on this on the dust shield and stuff. It's a pain in the ass, dude. But yeah, so I took the pin out. Pin looks good. Looks like it's been serviced pretty recently, maybe, or just the grease is still good. Swing this up. Here. I did notice that the boot is ripped on this pin here. That's no good. What the hell, dude? Yeah, I can't even swing it upwards. Yeah, let me. Ooh, it's a spider! Spider! Oh my God! It's living inside the caliper. Spiders all over this car. Yeah, so. I can't even get the I think I have to detach the parking brake. I think that's what I gotta do. Alright, so I'll figure out how to take that parking brake out. Oh, so annoying, dude. I know, if I think about it, I could have just done it. I could have just swapped the pads out before I don't, because there wasn't even any grease on it, and there's no backing plates on it, so there is some grease on it. But I would have to reset the piston. Yeah. Yeah, I know, I went and tightened everything again, man, damn it. But I couldn't work with it anyways, so. There it goes, there it goes. Get away, get away! Oh my God, these spiders, man, I'm telling you. They made a nest inside my car. Alright, so I will go figure out how to take it out in the manual. Okay, it was a bitch, but I got it out. I took the parking brake out. All you have to do is you gotta take this little clip that holds it over here, a little bracket here, and then kind of pull it out with the pliers, and then push, and then you have to push it out through there. You gotta take the end off over here. So and now it swings up all the way. So cool deal, easy access. I'll clean up, I'll cut up some of that dust out there, and I guess I'll grease the pin again. I wonder if I can take it all the way up. Grease this pin. Yep, sure can. So it's kind of alarming, this one. The boot is torn on this one. It's kind of dry. So I'm gonna see if I can. Oh, I see. Oh, I see. So there's something that sticks out here. There's a peg that sticks out that this floats on. So I don't know. I guess I gotta grease that peg and stick it back in, and then push the rake rotor in. I push the piston in. Actually, this is the kind that you have to use the little the magic box to do. Where is that guy? Yeah, the manuals are like no help at all, dude. Apparently there's different models of Galant have different brakes and stuff, and it's a pain in the ass. Anyway, you got to use this tool to do it, to reset the piston. I don't think we're gonna have to move it back too much because those pads look like they're not even worn. Yeah, they're a little bit shorter, so I'm gonna have to move it a little bit, but no biggie. So we'll grease the pins, grease that pin again, and then change the pads. We'll grease the backings on the pads, and then slide it in. Cool deal. And then put the parking brake on. So not too hard, but yeah, it's not so much it being hard. It's just it's annoying, you know. All right. Okay. So kind of alarming. The reason that pin is red is because it's rusting. So I gotta go wipe off that rust and put new grease. I guess it's still good. It still slides pretty good. So I guess I'm not too worried. But I guess the only thing we can do right now, besides changing the boot here that's torn, is just to clean it up and then re-grease it. So that's what I want to do. Then I'm going to reset the piston a little bit. Alright, getting there. As we go. Okay, I cleaned it as best as I could. There's probably still some rusty grease. It's a lot drier now, so I gotta lube it up. But yeah, it's contaminated. It was contaminated with water, I think, and it's still rusting. But yeah, you can see in there, I cleaned the cavity as good as I could. There's still some rusty kind of looking grease in there, so this will have to do for now. To just remember and see if I can get that boot anytime soon. I took the pads off already, so it would be, oh my god, it would be so easy to just change that little boot right now if I had one. So oh well. Okay, so just gonna go grease that up and then reset the piston. Okay, I set the piston back a bit, and I got the pads all greased up, and stick them in there. Good to go. Yeah. So yeah, it's pretty easy to get the pads in there. So there's like a spring clip here. You gotta press down on it and get in the grooves. Pretty easy. It's actually not that hard. Yeah, it's just kind of, like I said, it's just kind of pain in the ass to work around and stuff. All right, so now we gotta put this back in. Pin here. Tighten that up. Figure out the torque there. I don't know. Just snug it, I guess. And I think that should be it. Put the parking brake back on. That's it. All right. Let's make it out. Let's put the parking brake on, and then we'll go do the other side. Okay, so so I took the parking brake off on this side already. I pretty much know what I'm gonna do. I knew to take the parking brake off first because that's the biggest pain in the ass, and then And then we gotta take I guess we can just take the brake pads out first. Yeah, I'll take the brake pads out first, swing the caliper up, take the brake pads out first, and then take the bracket out and swap the new rotor in. All right. Yeah, so I'm not gonna I'll tell you how it went. I'm not gonna go through it, but I pretty much got it down. I bet you I can get this done. Okay, so I got the caliper off. For some reason, it was really hard to get off. It was hard to swing up. So there's the pin. The pin is a lot better looking. It's black. It's kind of dry though. It needs more lube, that's for sure. Yeah, even the other pin didn't have a lot of lube too. This little guy. So the other side has more lube, but it's contaminated. This side is just, I don't know. This one has a lot of spider webs and shit on it too. So I'm gonna go unbolt the bracket, swap the rotor, and then grease the pins. So, I know I said I wouldn't do a part by part, but there it is. So yeah, I just wanted to note that this one is in better shape, and the boot's in good shape too. So I'm gonna have to go find one of those boots. Maybe I'll go to the junkyard or something. Okay, there it is. It's in there. Yeah, it didn't take that long. It took about 30 minutes, I guess. Yeah, about 30 minutes. So now I gotta go bleed it. So actually, first I'm gonna pump the pedal to push the piston out. It's too far in, and the slides were good. The slides were good, but they were dry, like I said. So it was a good thing I greased them. Yeah, actually, I'm learning pretty good how to work on brakes pretty good. Pretty much the only thing I can't do is rebuild it. That's the only thing I haven't done, and I don't even think that's that hard either. But it's probably better just to buy a rebuild one. I don't think you could do that on a motorcycle though. Yeah, I took the parking brake apart. It's pretty easy after you figure out. Apparently, if you take the caliper out, the caliper bracket is much easier to get out. You won't have to fucking maneuver around everything. You just put the wrench there and crack open. Yeah, so good stuff. So everything's on there. I didn't torque anything. I just snugged it. The parts for the rear brake are much smaller than the front. It's 14s and 12 millimeters. So I didn't tighten them down too tight. I didn't want to break them. I'm pretty sure you can probably snap that one pretty easy. The caliper bolt here. So this side is good. There's no holes in the boots or anything. I was kind of alarmed when I saw that the pads were sticking over the rotor, but that's because the rotor wasn't seated fully in the thing. So, all right. So brake bleeding time. It shouldn't be that hard too. It's just gonna be a couple, just a couple bleeding sessions, maybe 5 or something. Yeah, and that'll be it. I don't even need to bleed it. Is the thing, but I'd rather try to get some fresh fluid through the lines.